we've talked about it, you've kind of hinted about it, but let's kind of get into some of the details of the 513 review that we just put out. This is a device that when we first got it in, we were super excited to crack it open and test out the chip that's inside.
Yeah, because that was like the initial this
excitement.
is a big deal.
But then it's like, oh wait, hold on.
You cracked the box open, not the Chromebook.
Yeah, not the Chromebook.
Cracked it right.
We
over.
did not. We didn't take it apart.
Shtick.
Gabe is the only one around here who voids warranties.
I used to for trackpads. I would open them up for trackpads, but
the voider of warranties.
we do need to maybe open it up and see if it's got an M2 slot in it. Oh, it's eMMC, so it's not soldered. No M2 slot.
Hey, I know a company that makes a Chrome OS device that has eMMC and an M2 slot. Let's do that. Just saying.
Just see what's
Yeah.
going on.
I mean, you should do that.
Sure.
I would love it. I'd like it if Chromebooks would have, just add the slots in there.
Expandable storage, yeah.
Just have expandable storage, expandable RAM for most of them. You can put a spot on the board for that.
Right.
One slot. Anyway, so yeah, it was that. Like, we were super interested in getting it and seeing how fast the Companio 1380 was going to be. Like, that was the big question around this device, and I honestly didn't worry about any of the other parts. I just kind of assumed they would be a little cheaper.
Yeah, price. It's $599. 500 level device. We were like, whatever.
Yeah, it was $614.99, and now we saw right before we came in here on Amazon, it's at $599. Like, not marked down. It's just that's the price now.
It's deflation.
I don't know. It looks better. I mean,
it does.
That price just. I know it's $15, but it just looks better.
Hey, that's
our brains,
that's
man.
Sales 101 right there, man. Something 99.
But yeah, as we got into it and started looking at it, I'm like, I think this is the 713 chassis. Like, it's the same screen. It's darker in color, but it's got the chamfered edge. It's got the same, like, whatever alloy type stuff on the magnesium alloy type stuff on the keyboard deck, but the underside is also aluminum. It's thinner than the 713, so it's super duper thin. It's less than 3 pounds. I want to say it was like 2. I don't remember. I put in the review 2.4 or something.
Oh, was it 4? Okay.
2.6 maybe 2.6. It's well under 3 pounds. Like, it's not barely under 3 pounds. Like, it's substantially lighter and thinner than the 713, and you feel it. Like, it just feels a little more mobile. And without the fan ports, and all that
grab
stuff.
it by the corner and move it around.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The 713's awesome, but it does feel very industrial when you pick it up.
Yeah, and this one is a little more refined. But the backlit keyboard, was the only place I think that I would say, I don't know, the 713's never had a great keyboard either. It's always been a little clacky. This one isn't the same keyframe, but it's probably a cheaper keyframe, more than likely. But the trackpad is excellent. Set in there really nice. It's got that same awesome 3x2 2256 by 1504 3x2 Quad HD class display. I wish they would have went ahead and put an HDMI jack on there, but maybe it's a little too thin for it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's got the kind of more standard array ports, the C on both sides, the USB-A, headphone, micro SD card slot. And then it's fast. Like, my concern with it was, like, hey, you're putting an ARM chip in here with a Quad HD screen. Like, is it going to be just too many pixels all the time and it's just going to feel slow all the time? No, not at all.
What's did we benchmark it?
Yeah, it got pretty regularly, got about 35,000 on Octane, and
really good.
At 87 was it, I think, on speedometer.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, these aren't like, oh my god, this is the fastest Chromebook I've ever used. It's
and
not that.
It pushes external displays just fine, right?
Yeah, so like even with my older super wide screen Quad HD display, it didn't have a problem with it. It obviously works fine with the new Quad HD screen. It did not push anything over 60 hertz. So the only ones that I've found so far that will do that are Intel-based devices, and that's probably just a driver choice. There could be an update eventually where MediaTek's like, yeah, push it. Like, it can push, because I'm pretty sure it can do dual 4K 60s out.
We need to have Victor back on the podcast.
Yeah, like,
what's
it going to take? Flip the switch, man.
Flip it. We know you got it.
I want them hertz, man.
We know you got you got the goods in there. Come on.
I'm addicted to that 120 hertz.
Robbie's.
I really do like the smoothness of the display up top. But
Robbie's seen it and he can't unsee it now.
It looks so good.
Oh, yeah, I used to never care until I got that monitor, and then when I was able to start, like if I reset my Chromebook and then plug it up, I'm gonna tell immediately, and it's only the difference between 60 and 75. I can't imagine how smooth yours is.
Mine's
120,
75,
120 is nice.
I think.
But you know, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, it pushes multiple displays. I actually pushed 2 Quad HD, so I plugged your monitor and my monitor and its monitor. So it's basically pushing 3 Quad HDs.
Touched my monitor?
I did. I just grabbed your cable and took it.
Oh, we did all kinds of stuff to your desk while you were.
Oh, I know. Apparently there was a bunch of trash on my desk at one point.
I got a picture.
And then Robbie felt bad because I hurt my shoulder.
I was like, man, if he comes in on Sunday and is trying to get some work done before I'm
just all bummed out.
I would have cleaned it up, you know, but I wanted to see it.
There are other desks in the office.
It would have made me laugh.
But yeah, you know, it's just great. It's a great Chromebook. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and then this new chip. And there was just nothing to knock about it.
Yeah.
I really, really liked spending time with this. And
price is great.
Yeah,
I mean,
price is where it should be, I feel like.
Stylus
might go on sale even more.
Right?
It's not. There's no stylus included, but it's USI compatible, and it is one of the best USI experiences I've had. Like it was the one.
We got some good shots of cursive in the video. You can kind of see.
So when we talked about cursive finally being updated, and at least on a handful of devices, is really great. This one was number one. I mean, writing on that screen was just fantastic.
It's like,
so I mean, and I said this at the end of the review, and I still feel that this is the case. Like when things calm back down, which it might be a few months for me, that this one's high on my list of ones that I'll like. This is what I want to put in my bag, like, and have. Right now, I don't have that luxury at this point. It is what I take home with me right now.
Hey everyone, one last thing before you all head out. We appreciate you all watching the Chromecast on YouTube. This is something we've started doing here recently, and we really enjoy doing it. One thing you can do to help us out a lot is go down there and click the subscribe button. If you do it, it's going to make Andy Cam really happy, and when we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a Chromebook. So make sure to go down there and click subscribe before you head out.